see how just being a little bit patient gives you better odds if you want to short. Still not, the shorts aren't out of the woods yet. We've got the gap is basically up here from our normal closing, but we said, be careful of first profit taking should be by 96. The later close, 95.5. So this is going to be an important area today, no doubt. 30-minute chart, we said probably support for now. That's obviously work for the first push long side. And you want to be careful shorting lows. It's just a recipe for getting yourself digging a hole too soon. And while we all want to see a rollover, you just can't short the lows overnight. Just very rarely will you win on that trade. So we said 91 support, really a one tick lower low than yesterday. If we're going to rotate and roll over, it may take time. This is flat in here, the blue line. So we could still do over and under. And I contend still that this 30-minute chart is the one we need to keep our eye on. And hit and run trading advised again for today. If you took profits by 96 and you got a trailer, up to you. If you like the short side today, a reminder that way up here, this is where the demon is, back here at 98. And that's part of the problem when we get the overnight that comes all the way back down to the previous day's low. We said today at the open, we had exactly the opposite relative position today that we did yesterday. Whereas we were starting off below the gap, so, the first trade should be long side coming towards the gap, half gap trade. So same tradable ideas as always, but from relative position. So when the gap's above us and that's the side we think that, has greater odds, then that should be the first play. And you don't have to play it for the complete gap. You can take your profits. You say, all right, got 2 points, I'm happy. I got 3 points. I knew one guy that used to come into a room that we're in with Zeke and I were in, and the guy was a doctor, and he was very successful at his practice. He was there for 5 minutes. This was the kind of trade he wanted. Give me my 2 points. And we knew he had tons of contracts. We wouldn't see him the rest of the day. Gone. He'd load up, trade worked, fine. If it didn't, okay, no problem. But that was what he was committing to this business, and then went about his professional life. So depending on size, everybody on Twitter or wherever you hear all the posts, it's this and that. But how about size? One guy that came in already and said, all right, I'm buying 92 Angel, and I want to get to 96. We said primary battle should be 92, 96. See who wins this. So guy says, fine, we're at the low end, I'm coming this way. Why not? Why not? Rain lines here. Only broke the low overnight by a tick. So it's a double bottom. Let's come back, test into the middle. See, and this is how Charlie gets himself in trouble, because he gets so scared that, that this is going to roll over, that he said, all right, I'm shorting 92. Let's go. We're coming down here. At least give yourself some odds. Yesterday we said, first part of the day normally, not every day it will work. It doesn't work 100% of the time. We said the push should be for the half gap trade and then possibly the gap. Today we said you got to get by 96 first, 95.75 to 96. And normally the first part of the Day is for trying to test and see if the market's got enough strength to get back there. We know, everybody in the brother knows this has been a charade and we've come too far too soon and we need to have a pullback. Everybody in the brother. It still doesn't mean we're just going to, come crashing down. One day we'll get a good slice. It'll just take off and keep on going. I'm not so sure today is that day. We still have, more news coming out. We may get some traders lightening up a bit, but still, you gotta push back. Shorts have not pushed back. The charts we looked at earlier, 118 points, like Eric said. When you go back and look at the long-range charts, you'll just see how really impotent the shorts have been and how manipulated this has been. You go back to November. This thing started in November. Boom. The end of the year. Charade. Right here. Come on. $30-minute chart. Both 30s are working right now. So keep your eye on the 30. I think the 30 is an important chart. 96.5 is hit. This close right here shows 96.75. So we're within a tick. So anybody that has taken the long side posture for the gap trade, put something in your pocket here. And we've got a lot of time left in the day. I said the very first thing that we need to do is just try to get to the half and the gap, and beyond that, who knows whether it's got any power to go any more than that. I don't know. All I can tell you is this is a nice trade just because you had the courage to play the half gap and gap trade. Put it in your pocket, lock it up. And we're obviously testing yesterday's demon area at 97 right now. So take some profits. A trailer if you want for a couple more minutes, up to you.